Hello, greetings. This is Gilles Mancillon. I wanted to come and say hello. I'm in a very festive mood. I feel a great shift that is coming on a personal level. And so the highest wisdom for us today is justice, is balance, it is equilibrium, it is harmony, it is the Archangel Raguel. He says, fight for justice and equality. Judgment in your favor. Do not give up. For all that we are asking for is coming to us. So we have to be in balance and get ready as soon as possible. There's a great deal of shifting and transformation. So what we need to understand is the great priestess is the Archangel Eniel. And she says psychic perspicacity, reflection and meditation that provides information of great value. Be in peace. So it is important to understand the sense, the meaning, the well-being in being you, and just receiving, growing, and being in peace with all the energies that are coming. What we need to do is the two of Gabriel. Be courageous and make ambitious choices. Progress is possible. To privilege a relationship with people who see things as you do. It is important to surround ourselves with the necessary support rather than having to mingle with people. Let's say that we'll move a lot faster as we bring the people that are complementary to whatever we are doing, or people that are good mirror to ourselves, that we can have exchange conversation. From conversation we grow, we become more. The new things are being co-created within the mind. The general message is there is also avenues of freedom from communication, so share your truth as much as possible with others in a gentle way, but help them out if you can to see the light. But the light is reflected by the moon, and so it is the moon, the Archangel Eniel. She's very beautiful. She says, opportunity to refine your project. Let yourself be guided by your intuition. Confront your fears to be stronger. So it is the general message. For we have this eclipse that is coming. So we will be off for a while. This last eclipse of the year. Then we'll be integrating all this new energy, new codes, and then we have to understand also that there is possibility for it's important to understand that we have a higher self. A higher self we have to trust that. We have to make a choice that life is eternal. It is one of the most essential choices. For that is something we all need to do for ourselves. But to choose to believe that life is eternal provides a guarantee of continuation, immediate continuation within the timelines, the flow of our life. For if we do not believe, sometimes there is like great lengths of sleep between incarnations. So, but understand this higher self is a permanent being that lives and is also he knows all your future, your past and your future, and so you can communicate through dreams in terms of communicating a potential future for. There is a lot of things that's been written for us before we came in, and life just bring it on time. And so there is. We have to be coherent in vibration to what we are seeking. And a thing that's very important to do is to open our third eye. To open a third eye. At the center of our brain, we have a pineal gland. It's like a third eye. And but it's been calcified for most 99% of the population has it completely closed. First thing to do is to eliminate fluoride from toothpaste and so on. Find toothpaste that have no aluminum and no fluoride. And after 2 weeks of using that, you will see if you've been using fluoride, you'll see you have dreams are becoming clearer, more optimism, and usually this light, the opening of the third eye, is accompanied by, usually it is how it happens is at some point in meditation there is a bright light that explodes within our consciousness, within our head, that provides a feeling of ecstasy, of bliss. It's very short, but it's just the opening of the third eye, and then after that it flows at its own rhythm and pace. But the vision comes as they come. But in a sense, we have to learn to look beyond the world of form, and for that, the third eye is the only way to look beyond the world of form. Those physical eye will always look at the material energies, the surface of things, which are very useful and provides the sense of colors and light. But through the third eye, we'll discover higher frequencies of light and new colors. I've always trying to teach also the most direct way to ascension, which is the understanding of the necessity to communicate with the I Am Presence, the divine spirit of God that is present within each and every one of us. And this it is a silent minister up until the time where we elevate our thoughts and emotion to the higher energetic of the fourth dimension, at which point, and we accept that connection, there is a communication for it is, I know my presence communicate many things, give me many signs, but in a sense I want to eventually be able to commune more on a deeper level and eventually fuse, for I do not know my presence, but I know my destiny is to fuse with that divine spirit of God. And so and we all have, it's just a matter of choice, choosing this eternal life, to return to love and to discover the wisdom of that of what spirit can reveal. I will soon be completing my book. It's three chapters that I still need to translate. I haven't had time to do that. I want to write a book about society, about politics, about how to make things function, to move from collective frustration to collective contentment. For we've been living in a society that's based on lack, and we want to move into a society that's based on abundance. That goes through education. That goes through putting in question all the values, but the astrological influences are assisting that. We're exploring the idea of power. Power has been what's been exploring through many hundreds of lifetimes, but now it's no longer the power over, it is power over ourselves that we need to exercise. For all temporal power are illusionary. For whatever we do in one life, it is God that will balance it out in the next life, and so what we do in one day will balance out the next day. Yet if we need to anchor something, we need to do it consistently to see the result of like 100 days, like a whole season of applying something before sometime the result shows itself. And understand power should always be connected to love, compassion, and wisdom, light. I wanted to note about DNA expansion. There is a great deal of increase in the DNA. Humanity is moving, growing very fast. DNA condition our physical appearance and psychological beliefs and emotions, and it is evolving towards a new level of new codes are being reactivated each and every day, and there is a new generation of children that are coming with codes, the different kind of codes. And I was saying that on BBC, there was a little kid, he's 10 years old, and he just broke the world record of Michael Phelps in the 100 meters butterfly. He's 10 years old, and so it's like, and he received a congratulation by Michael Phelps. But so what's funny is that his name was Kent, and his parents call him Clark Kent. So it's the name of Superman. So now everybody, all the kids in his school team, call him Superman because he built these records. But imagine how much is he, in terms of moving in the water. This little kid must be amazing. He's got an amazing potential before him. I wanted to also so we wish him well. We essentially, I don't know if that's useful as an information, but I came to realize that in mathematics we work with duality, we balance equation. But in physics, in order for an equation to work, it needs to be triangular. One thing that supports another, that makes another, it makes the cycle complete. So triangular equation, I looked on the internet, that's not really applied, but it may be an interesting approach to a new form of physics, if it reveals the triangular, reveals the power of the pyramid. So we do not know that yet. And so, but we'll learn, we're learning every day. And whatever we seek, we will find. Well, if we knock on the door, we come to realize the doors are already open right now. There's this great galactic door on the August 8th that will open to the Galactic Center. I hope you enjoyed that. You create this rainbow bridge into this higher dimension. The painting behind me is about the 7 families of spirit beings, a smaller version. But there is all kinds of nice detail. It works well together. I like this piece as well. So I'm gonna sing a song, and then I'm gonna see if I can do the intro of another one afterwards. So I'm gonna do 1 song and a half to finish in music. It's a little exercise. I thought I might get a little keyboards very soon because I used to know piano. I haven't really practiced, but piano is something, and it would make it easier. However, if I didn't start this a cappella process, I would have never started singing. So I'm sure that'll be useful down the road. So it's an old song. It goes like this, happy song. I see trees of green, red roses too. I seen them bloom for me and you, and I think to myself, what a wonderful life. I see skies are blue and clouds of white, bright blessed days, dark sacred nights, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying how do you do. They're really saying I love you. I hear babies cry, I watch them grow. They've learned much more than I'll never know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Thank you very much. It's a wonderful song of Louis Armstrong. I'm gonna try this one just for practice. It's a beautiful song. It's a bit difficult to do without a keyboard, but I'm gonna do. It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. I don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'll buy a big house where we both could live. If I was a sculptor, but then again, no, a man who makes potions in a traveling show. I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, and this one's for you. And you can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind, I hope you don't mind that I put down in the words how wonderful life is while you're in the world. Well, thank you very much. We thank Elton John. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later. Namaste.